Hello, welcome to Tony's Pattern Review. I want, as in my stated in my 429 table talk, I wanted to start doing what I call pattern reviews. These reviews are not to talk about whether I like the pattern or to any way disparage the pattern writer. That is not what the review is for. These reviews are to help any future sewist, bag makers, in case they want to purchase a pattern and they go looking for the pattern itself, that they just want to hear someone's opinion or struggles that they may have had. Full disclosure, I use a domestic machine, so all of my pattern reviews are based on domestic machine usage versus the industrial machine, which can obviously do heavy duty sews. So this one, it's going to be on the Edina bag. This is one of the ones that I recently made. It's what she calls it a zipper bag. It's made by the designer is Sewing Arts, A-R-T-Z. This is the cover sheet of the pattern. So anyways, this is the bag that I made, that it's featured. I wanted to go over any kind of difficulties if I had any, and that way people can know what they may be getting into when they see the bag. Because when I seen it, I thought I didn't know if I could make it or not. I did watch Brandy Jackson's I can't think of her name, think of her YouTube page. But anyways, I watched her video making the bag. I think that might have been the only video out there on making this bag. So I felt confident after I watched her video, probably twice, confident that I could go ahead and give it a try. And honestly, once I did construct the bag, I had no difficulties in constructing the bag. The only difficulty I had was something that I created, which I'll go over that with you. So this is a completed Edina bag that I've made. I made this out of faux croc leather. I got this from Sally Tomato. Obviously it's red. And then I have the black is Mora faux leather. This is from Emmeline Bags. Obviously this has got it's got the texture to it. It's not only visual croc look, but it also has the texture and feel to it. And it's a very thick faux leather. The fabric backing on it is a thicker. For example, here's one. This is a faux suede, and it has the fabric backing on it. And this is a thinner piece. Well, this is a little bit thicker than this, so it's got a little bit more heavier weight to this particular faux leather. The bag, of course, it features the two strap handles here. It doesn't have a crossbody. Obviously, I don't know where you would put one, but this is a great handle strap that you can use to put over your arm, and it's a really good it's really good hold because it's got a great drop to it. I honestly doing the zipper sides, and let me go ahead and show you that. I'll unzip those and show you. So this is what I loved about it, was the unique feature here where you could do that, change it out. Obviously you can make the bag an all one color if you so choose, but I thought it would be really cute, and that's what I kind of liked about it, is that you had the option to keep it either one color here, be consistent, or throw a little pop of color on the sides. That's what I liked about it. But to sew these little zipper things on, I didn't have any difficulties. It's really not that hard to do it. And the little small, and you got your zippers on the side. That has no, like I said, it was really easy. The sides kind of got that little bit of an angle. It's like a pin turning point that she has it, and she's very clear in her pattern where to turn and what to do as far as creating this panel on the side of the bag, because you have the zipper here, and then you'll have like a zipper end, that will connect these two pieces together. So when you sew the front and the back together, it connects right here on this zipper by the zipper tape and the zipper end. So that was really easy. It wasn't difficult at all. The little flap thing, it's two pieces to get that point and add this little strap holder here. That was not difficult. I didn't have any problems with it. Let's see, I let's see, and like I say, it was really easy. I didn't have any difficulties. The you just got to be careful with the V, sewing in your V, because this pocket here, it's a V pocket. You just got to be careful here. It kind of blends in, but you just got to be real careful. This is when you stop your needle, when you do your top stitching, and also when you make the pattern together. But you can, a suggestion would be is to draw your seam allowance on the fabric when you sew them together. To make this pocket, you can always do your seam allowance, and of course you'll have that point where they meet, and of course that could be a great needle down turning point. But it was really easy. As far as using it as a domestic, because of what I used, I didn't have any difficulties sewing through the pieces themselves. So, but the only difficulty I had, and again, like I said, it's something I created myself, is when you're doing this top stitching on the sides here, the way you construct it, you'll have one side, when you top stitch one side, it'll be free, open, it'll be flat, but then when you top stitch the other side together, when it's all together, you have to stitch with it round, all sewn together. And I chose to make this a stiff bag. I use Emmeline's EB Fuse Heavy, which is equivalent to Decoville Light, but I wanted it to be a firmer bag, so I used 2 layers. I have 2 layers of of EB Fuse Heavy on each side of these bags. That's what makes it the stiff, sturdy bag that it is, which is great for a bag, but it's not great when you're trying to sew top stitch on these side panels, and trying to keep it still in the machine and not jolt your needle around. My needle kept moving back, or moving, and then I have to turn it off, turn it back on to reposition my needle. But you really can't tell on the sides. That's actually, the top stitching isn't that bad, based on that difficulty that I had. But again, it was only on the side when it was completely sewn together that I had that difficulty, but that's because I had such a stiff bag. But other than that, this was a great bag to sew. To me, it's easy. I would say confident beginner, or beginning, or a little step higher, only because it's got the zippers on it, and it's got the little flap thing to concentrate on getting your flap and your V's, because of the angles and stuff in this bag. But it's and the inside is constructed just like any other bag is. If you're thinking about buying this, I would strongly go ahead and go to her website. I will put a link to her website where I purchased this in case you are interested in. But I would think this would be a fantastic bag to make. Really no difficulties. So again, this is the Edina bag, and this is my review on the make of the bag. And I think I might start a rating system. So it will be my very first rating system. I'm going to rate this as an easy make, for anybody that's confident beginner who's used to sewing zippers and angles. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you go out and buy your pattern. Thank you so much. Bye.